He's got really long shoulders. Shoulder goes all the way down to his knee. And it also can flare out about 3 feet beyond his body.
Yep, sure can.
And can grab stuff. And can give you high fives. And it's good for shaking with hands. Because it's actually a hand, not. Oh.
To see them do like ball manipulation and stuff.
You seeing them do it?
No, it's interesting to see them do it.
Yeah. I mean, when you do it, nuts. Oh, thanks, man.
They're so nice. Why do they?
They're JV. There's no competitiveness in these kids. That's why they're not in the varsity team. Because that's the difference between the varsity kids and the JV kids. Who wants to beat the other team more gets to play. Because it doesn't have anything to do with skill. Because none of the kids have skill. And the ones that do are already competitive, so that's the only reason why they still kept playing soccer in this. How do you do this? How do you figure all that out? Okay. Okay. Wait. Alright then. Ball's gotta go forward, by the way, ref. Whatever, he didn't really pay attention. I'm at a game filming and the. Okay, yeah. I'll call you after the game. Right.
Ready to play forward.
Bye.
Come on, Ruston!
Let's go, Freddie! Oh, sweet! Oh, sweet! Yay!
Well done. That's very cool, look. Tells us what the...
Yeah, Freddie!
I see you, boy. Play that 90% ball. 36 against sharp.
Wasn't a 90%.
Way to demand it!
Turn around, Freddie. Freddie, pay attention. Ball's not even on the line this time. Ref's really kind of loose on that.
He is.
That's okay. That was a decent adjustment by Jeremy. To move Freddie to a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Come on, Freddie, on the way!
That'd been good.
You know what? Good try. All right.
See, what Freddie has is he has a lot of vision.
He does have a lot of it. He's like Kristen.
He's not very fast. So
Like
he kind
I
of
said.
needs to be. Yeah. Hey man, that was not a good shot. If that was a shot, I hope that was a shot from the way he swung his leg. He's like, let's see how much arc I can get on my leg. I'm gonna pull it all the way back and rear it forward all the way. It's gonna be so awkward because I didn't lock my knee. No, there's no money lock.
Kristen scored some pretty ridiculous goals when she played with us.
Yeah.
Like, she had all these long out shots that were like highly accurate, you know?
Yeah. See, the thing is, y'all don't have the closest you guys have to a player like that this year was Heather, but
Yeah.
never really got on the field.
Yeah.
Because as I have stated several times, y'all's team is like they're like robots sometimes. And the reason why is like I don't say that like that's a bad thing. Like what I'm saying is like y'all are good at doing the regimented stuff. There's no like internal creativity amongst your group. Like on the field there is sometimes from Rachel to like dribble in a certain way, but like that's not.
Oh, snap.
That's reaction. That's not like what Freddie just did, where he took the ball down and then played the nice slot ball.
Yeah.
Like when I get yelled at for doing a drill wrong.
I think it's an attitude, David.
No. Well, it is, but the idea is this. When like the reason why I know this is because like there was no one who would ever defend me whenever I would do something different in a drill that wasn't explicitly mentioned, because people would say that it's supposed to be done a certain way, and I'm like, there is no such thing as it's supposed to be done a certain way. All he says is that do this and try to see if you can do this, not do this and do this. It's like, see if you can do this, you know, and then that, what happens normally is that your team will like do that only, which is fine because you get really good at it. It's just like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. It was sad that he had to like always say to start doing phase 3 at some point. Like nobody ever stopped to try to do it during the middle of phase 2. Like, said, you know what, this is actually what happens in a game. Sometimes phase 3 happens when you want phase 2, you know.
Yeah, no, and I understand that, and like I think that it definitely looks it's not robotic, but okay. I guess you say robotic and mean mechanical. But it's repetitive, like this has to go to here, has to go to here.
Well, like I said, if everyone's on the same page, it's not a big deal. Because a girl like Kirsten wouldn't survive if no one was making runs that were anything other than like the regimented runs. Because the idea is that like a player might be out of position and she finds them.
Yeah.
Like, because they're out of position. And so they're probably not being covered as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But like Heather tries a little chip shot down across like over the defensive line. Nobody ever is making that run before the ball's kicked, and that's the idea that I'm always like, yeah, it's kind of like one of the downfalls, I think.
Well, I would definitely like to be more creative and play balls, but the thing is, people have to be expecting the ball that you're playing, or else you give it up all the time. And like, if you play it to someone and they're running away from you because they think that that's the run that they're gonna make, like. You don't want to have it one way or the other, but it's like it seems very, very easy to have it one way or the other. You know?
Well, I'm just gonna
really structured and not structured.
Well, I'm saying this.
That gets fast.
Okay, for example, when Casey gets the ball, nobody's really trying to check to her to play small passing, right? She's normally probably just gonna kick it up the field. Whereas when Rachel has the ball, you guys are less likely to make runs in a position to support her because you know that she's just going to go take it.
Yeah.
The idea is that you know who you're playing with. So the idea of being regimented as a team doesn't really affect anything as long as you know what your other players do. Like, even as being regimented, all of you are different. Like, Taylor likes to take the ball in the corner and then play it across. So you guys all play supporting for that. Defensively, you know, like Mo's going to drop off before she'll step two. Like, you know, and you know, in other words, all the players have like something that they kind of like. They have their little quirks, but the thing that none of them have is the ability to dictate what you guys do. Like no one. If Kristen, like I use Kristen a lot as an example, she's not even like really that creative. It's just she's so much more creative than you guys that it's like, oh hey, you know, like she brings like a big element. It's like what Adele does for the guys. Like the reason why Adele is like such a good player for us is not because of anything other than the fact that he has such good vision on the field. Like he sees it.
Oh yeah!
Laugh out loud.
That was a lot of hard work from him.
Ole!
Number 34?
Number 3?
34. I don't know who he is, but that was a lot of hard work.
34, the Mexicans, they are good. I think he's the second
really
one.
fast.
He's the second one, actually. The second goal that he made tonight.
Hey, come on, Freddie, hustle back. Hey, Freddie, let's get a third. My point is this. I like your team because what they do really well is they play as a unit. No, I said don't take it.
Well,
I'm saying, okay, what I'm saying.
Like, they're so much more creative than you. I'm like...
It doesn't mean they're better. Like, the way that your team played was really effective. Like, see, you can get around that. Like, the creativeness of your team was designed. It was a design creativeness. Does that make sense? Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 are another way of putting creativity into the game when it's not really there. Like, what do you do when this happens? What do you do when this happens? Like he says, all right, do this, and this, and he gives you enough like firepower to make